Hi. Oh, my makeup. What is going on with this crazy ass makeup, man? Also, I look really powdery. I put the powder on strangely. Hi. Hi guys, and welcome back to Stop Hannah Time. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. In the video today, we're going to talk about the Yorkshire Games Festival. We're going to talk about the charity drive from last week. And we're also going to talk about the Game of Thrones season finale. Now I've seen it, and hopefully you guys have had a little bit more time to see it. But let's kick it off with talking about the Yorkshire Games Festival. Now I have got the information on my phone, so apologies, but that's just how it works. So this is going to be on the 12th and the 13th of November at the Bradford Museum. It's going to be myself, Chrissa and Kath. So please do come along. If you're at all interested, then I will pop out a little information thing in the description. So those of you that complain that we never go up north, now we're going up north. Not as up north as beyond Wall, but it's close enough, isn't it? So apologies also for my really bad northern accent, which is mainly been done from Beyond the Wall in Game of Thrones. On both days doing stage appearances, so Q&A and gameplay, but also hopefully we'll do some signing times as well. So please do come along if you're in the area on the 12th and 13th of November. Don't forget to check the video description for links to where you can pick up tickets and get more information about the event in general. Also, off the back of that as well, I-58, it's looking like I might be doing Saturday, Sunday, Monday, but days are still a bit unsure. Definitely doing Saturday and Sunday because pub quiz. It's just that Friday and that Monday. So do keep an eye on the Yogs Twitter for more information about things like that. But since most of you turn up at the weekend anyway, hopefully this means that those of you who go, oh, you weren't here Sunday, hopefully that ticks that box for you a bit more. Also, it means I can do the pub quiz, which means I will be completely fucked up on Sunday, but pub quiz. I do like pub quizzes, what can I say? I'm a highly competitive try-harder. So now we've got those announcements out of the way, let's talk about the charity drive that I did last week. Now, if you missed the whole thing, then you can always go and donate to the charities in the video description. I'll pop them all in there as well. But the gist of what happened was I had seen rising incidents in hate crime throughout the UK. It's up by 5 times as much as it was before the referendum. I know we're not blaming the referendum for it, but there is kind of evidence there that a Leave vote has kind of given certain people permission to act like total dicks. And if you are one of them, then please leave my channel. I don't want you involved. If you're going to be a racist twat or a xenophobic twat, or, you know, shout at people on the street to go home who've been here all their lives, or, you know, actually it doesn't matter if they've been here all their lives or not. If you're going to tell people they don't belong, then you can fuck off my channel, because I don't want you as a subscriber. I'm hoping that YouTube deleted all those subs, which they don't really know what they've done, and they've not returned them, but maybe 1 or 2 of you were caught in that fallout, so bye-bye. I expected to maybe get £300. We got $3,000. Like, that's £600 a charity, which is amazing considering it was very short notice, and it was just me playing Overwatch. And thank you to any of the Yogs who joined in. Thank you to any of you guys who joined in. We've got a Discord set up now with like subscriber voice chat and things like that, which means going forward I can do a hell of a lot more interactions with streams and stuff like that, and that's just really nice. But thank you to everyone who came and took part in that, because we wouldn't be giving them money without you guys. And I am also delighted that the government's saying like, oh yeah, there is an issue, we're going to deal with it. I know that's going to take a while, but the more that the community says this is unacceptable in Britain, the more hopefully we can deal with it ourselves without it getting like spiraling out of control. So this was really the thing that I could do, was to throw some money at some charities, and hopefully they will use that to not only continue to support their hotlines, because quite a lot of them run hotlines, but also hopefully work with local government to deal with specific instances. So thank you very much to everyone. Is this slightly better news? It's not slightly better news. Loads of you were saying, what about the Game of Thrones finale? Have you watched it? What did you think of it? So, I think the best way to do this is mute your video until I have put on the screen unmute your video if you don't want spoilers about Game of Thrones. I'm just going to open up the synopsis and we'll have a little look. So, we are starting to see the factions coming into play. We knew they were going to happen, but it's almost like the final forms of everyone have been realised, ready for season 7. So we kind of know who's going to be going where. We're going to be having, actually we'll talk about that at the end. We'll talk about like where everyone's going at the end. But I've got the synopsis up on Wikipedia, so let's just run through it. So before her trial, Cersei destroys the Sept of Baelor with wildfire. I shouldn't laugh. Killing the High Sparrow, Marjorie, basically most of the Tyrells, apart from Grandma, Lancel and Kevin Lannister, along with hundreds of nobles and the Faith Militant. So in one fell swoop, she has not only removed any competition for the throne, except for Tommen, who we'll come back to. There was no time to even register Marjorie was dead. She just went. We didn't even see her fucking skeleton before the wildfire consumed her. And she's gotten rid of the High Sparrow and the Faith Militant, which frankly, I think, like story-wise, is a great move because they were going to get boring quite fast. Once you've done the takeover and you're just being religious dicks, that's kind of it. That's kind of as far as you can go with that storyline. Oh God, that woman, that poor woman, who's been given to Clegane. Holy fuck. Yeah, good luck with that, love. I love Cersei to bits. Her fucking epaulette shoulder pads, man, they were amazing. Like, they're a bit like her dad's, but they were great. For like 2 or 3 seasons, they've kept going, don't forget the wildfire that's under the thing. So, personally for me, I really quite liked it. I liked Cersei doing that stuff. I know we had to lose some people. I'm a bit sad that Marjorie went, but it's all right because Grandma Tyrell is still there and Diana Rigg arguably is amazing, so I can live with it. So yeah, like that whole bit I thought worked quite well. We needed to see that Cersei, we need to be reminded that Cersei doesn't give a fuck and is a little bit power hungry, a little bit, a lot. And like even to the point that when Tommen just goes, I'm out, bye, like that did catch me off guard to the point I did go like, meanwhile, in Dawn, Varys, Olenna, so Grandma Tyrell, who's really pissed off now, and the Sand Snakes are all meeting to discuss an alliance to take back King's Landing. So that's Dany or Daenerys, that's Highgarden, and that's the Sand Snakes all joining together. Oh, and also I suppose Dany has got with her, I was going to say the Riders of Rohan, the Dothraki, and she's also got the Iron Islands, so and dragons, obviously, like it goes without saying. So really, there's quite a big force that are just coming to King's Landing. Meanwhile, the King of the North, with help from Lady Mormont, who is arguably amazing, and everyone is saying she should rule everywhere. This tiny little girl who's amazing, like just goes, you and you and you, you're all dicks. You didn't do anything. I stand with Jon Snow, and then they all go, oh shit, yeah, yeah, we were dicks. King of the North. So that's all happening. What is interesting is the Knights of the Vale currently have sworn to Jon Snow, but Littlefinger is sort of prodding them, so I don't know whether we'll get treachery there. He wants to get with Sansa and form some sort of alliance, but he's always wanted to jump Sansa's bones because she looks like her mum, which I just find really gross. I'm also still a bit sad that we haven't had the Lady Stoneheart storyline, just because I'd like her to come back and punch Littlefinger in the face. But we're so far into the story and all of that and reanimation that I don't know. Maybe she would, but possibly not. If you don't know the Stoneheart storyline, then go and read the fucking books. We also have Bran seeing a vision of Ned finding his dying sister, so we discover that Jon Snow is Ned's nephew with Targaryen blood. Or the assumption is, because that's who she was kidnapped by. So if he didn't get a preggers, then someone else did. But yeah, so Jon Snow is actually technically not a bastard son. He is a legitimate Stark. Well, sort of. Jaime has returned to King's Landing to find the Sept in ruins, and Cersei as the new Queen of Westeros. I greatly look forward to how it's going to go down, because we do have that prophecy that Cersei was told ages ago about all her sons would die, and one of her brothers would kill her, or throttle her, I think it was. I can't see Tyrion. Well, Tyrion's not there. He's in Essos, I think. Yeah, no, he's in Essos. So how is he going to do it? Is he going to come back? He's coming back with Dany now across the sea. So is Cersei still going to be alive by the time Dany gets there? Is it going to be an all-out war between Dany and Cersei? I can't see Cersei, having destroyed some of King's Landing, possibly not having the army to do it either. I don't know with that one. What I'm hoping is going to happen is we're going to get them all swinging round and coming north to deal with the White Walker problem. But the amount of bickering that's going on makes me think otherwise. There's also, do you notice that actually there's also an awful lot of women surviving here? Like 9 times out of 10, it's now coming to women. Cersei is in control of King's Landing. Dany is leading an army. Sansa is kind of behind Winterfell, although Jon Snow is in charge. Lady Mormont was directly involved in forcing everyone's hand. And it just feels like we are getting a load of like women. Oh yeah, and there's obviously Sand Snakes and Tyrells are meeting as well. And it does feel a little bit like George R.R. Martin and co have gone, yeah, hey, feminism, let's just put all the women in charge, because that's totally how it works. But I guess we'll just see for season 7. On the whole, I liked it very much. I thought it was a very nice season finale. I thought it rounded stuff off nicely in places. It didn't leave too many like frustrating answers, because sometimes you get season finales and you're like, what the fuck? I feel like it's rounded things off for now. There are questions that haven't been answered, but we're all, hopefully everyone's left with a sort of sense of, well, yes, but we have had this answered, or like people are on their way to do this and now we just wait, or, you know, characters are off doing stuff, you know? People are in the process of doing things. We're not having anyone who's like, we're here, cut to credits, or like, oh God, cut to credits. We're not having what we had last season, for example, with Stannis and Brienne. Like, we've not got that kind of stuff where you don't actually know what's happened, so you have to wait a whole season to find out. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased. I'm pretty pleased with it. Hello? 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 You want to come here? No, that's not where you live. No, don't hit the camera. Louis, you're such a menace. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh, fucker. Oh, hello. What did you think of Game of Thrones? Did you like it? Oh, here's a cat. So yeah, mixed content over the next week. I will be streaming on the Friday. I don't know if I'll be streaming during the week, but if I do, I will let you guys know via video. But keep an eye on my Twitter as well, which you can follow in the video description. Hey, you a cat? You're sitting on my lap. This is very rare, you know. It's very rare, and I'm so glad I filmed it, because no one will believe me. Will they? No one will believe me that you're a lap cat now. So yeah, content is going to be varied over the next week. Hopefully more multiplayer stuff. Not entirely sure exactly what yet, but we're working on it. Yeah, there's loads of stuff. People are so busy with different projects. I'm going away like next week for something. People have got loads of group projects on, like the summer camp stuff. So it's just all trying to fit that in, like One Life as well. Just all the stuff that the guys do for that means that there is not a lot of time in their schedule, is there? But hopefully more Forest soon. I think you guys are enjoying season 2 of that, Mark 2. The save is corrupted again, so we'll have to play again, but that's fine. I'm going to see if I can get Minx in as well. And yeah, just more stuff. More stuff. I'm going to do hopefully lots more quick time stuff over the next few weeks. So that's like the one-off series things where we do a video and see what it's like. And then if you guys really like it, then you just let me know in the comments and thumbs it up and stuff like that. And anything that's absurdly popular, really popular, then we might do again, mightn't we? So there we go, guys. That has been the Monday video. I hope you have enjoyed. Do stay tuned across the week for various different things that are coming out.
Yeah, and don't forget to follow my Twitter as well for updates on things like live streaming. It's in the video description, as is my Twitch account. And I'll see you soon. Have a lovely week. Bye-bye.